Why do some high-profile individuals, people with resources and influence, get denied a US visa? It's a question that underscores the often opaque and seemingly arbitrary nature of US visa policies. These policies, while intended to protect national security and interests, can have far-reaching consequences, impacting individuals, industries, and even diplomatic relations between nations. In this video, we're diving deep into the complex world of US visa policies, using the case of Sandeep Lamichhane, a prominent Nepalese cricketer embroiled in a controversy involving a US visa denial, as a lens to understand the intricacies of this system. Sandeep Lamichhane, a name synonymous with Nepalese cricket, finds himself at the center of a storm, his career hanging in the balance. His story is one of international acclaim, legal battles, and a denied US visa, a combination that has sent shockwaves through the cricketing world and beyond. Lamichhane, the first Nepalese cricketer to play in the Indian Premier League, was accused of sexual assault in his home country in 2022. This accusation led to his subsequent arrest and a cascade of legal troubles that would have significant implications for his international career, particularly his aspirations to play in the United States. The United States, with its stringent stance on visa applications from individuals facing criminal charges, denied Lamichhane's visa request. This decision, while in line with US policy, effectively barred him from participating in cricketing events on American soil. For Lamichhane, this denial wasn't merely a bureaucratic hurdle, it was a blow that reverberated through his career. The inability to travel to the US meant missing out on lucrative opportunities in American leagues, further jeopardizing his professional standing. Some argue that the US, with its strict visa policies, acted appropriately, upholding its standards by denying entry to an individual facing serious charges. Others contend that the denial, based on accusations and an ongoing legal process in another country, was premature and unduly harsh, particularly given Lamichhane's stature as an international sportsperson. This case, however, transcends the individual circumstances of a single athlete. It shines a light on the complexities of US visa policies, the often opaque criteria used to assess applicants, and the far-reaching consequences of these decisions. Lamichhane's story serves as a stark reminder that US visa policies, while implemented with the intention of safeguarding national interests, can have profound and at times life-altering impacts on individuals, their careers, and their personal lives. The United States, often referred to as a land of opportunity, has a visa system that can feel like a labyrinth, particularly for those navigating it from outside its borders. This system, designed to regulate the flow of individuals entering the country, is governed by a complex web of laws, regulations, and procedures. At the heart of this system lies the principle of national security. The US has implemented stringent measures to vet individuals seeking entry. Beyond security, US visa policies also factor in economic considerations. The government aims to attract skilled workers while safeguarding domestic job markets. Visa applications are assessed based on background, purpose of travel, and risk factors. Factors include criminal history, financial stability, and ties to the home country. Navigating this system can be daunting, requiring meticulous documentation and interviews. Consular officers, stationed worldwide, make decisions with significant consequences. Despite criticisms, the US visa system remains a cornerstone of immigration policies. It serves as a gatekeeper, balancing national security interests with economic considerations. History is filled with instances of prominent figures being denied entry into the US due to visa issues. These cases often spark public debate and diplomatic tensions, highlighting the complexities of US visa policies. Paul McCartney was denied a US visa in 1960 due to past drug convictions. This disrupted the Beatles' tour plans and underscored the US stance on drug offenses. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi faced a US visa ban for nearly a decade due to allegations related to the 2002 Gujarat riots. The ban, lifted in 2014, strained diplomatic relations, showing how visa policies can become geopolitical. In 2019, Iranian wrestler Navid Afkari was denied a visa, sparking outrage and concerns about using visa policies to punish political dissent. These cases reveal the power dynamics in the US visa system and its impact on global figures. Visa denials for high-profile individuals often become matters of public discourse and international scrutiny, They can strain diplomatic relations and raise questions about the fairness of U.S. visa adjudications. The act of denying a visa, particularly to a citizen of another nation, is rarely a solitary event confined to the sterile confines of immigration offices. It carries the weight of potential diplomatic fallout, capable of straining relations between countries and impacting collaborations on a global stage. The U.S., with its influential position in the world order, often finds itself walking a diplomatic tightrope when visa denials involve citizens of nations with which it maintains strategic partnerships or delicate alliances. The case of Sandeep Lamichhane, though not directly impacting diplomatic ties, underscores the potential for such situations to escalate into points of contention. History is replete with instances where visa denials have triggered diplomatic rows. In 2009, the denial of a U.S. visa to the then Bolivian President Evo Morales, based on his criticism of U.S. foreign policy, led to a diplomatic standoff. Morales, in retaliation, expelled the U.S. ambassador from Bolivia, highlighting the fragility of diplomatic relations when visa policies are perceived as tools of political retribution. The complexities escalate further when visa denials involve individuals representing their nations on the global stage. In 2019, the U.S. faced criticism for denying visas to several Iranian diplomats scheduled to attend the United Nations meeting. This action, widely condemned as a violation of international agreements, underscored the potential for visa policies to undermine multilateralism and hinder diplomatic engagement. The impact of visa denials on diplomatic relations extends beyond immediate political fallout. They can hinder cultural exchanges, scientific collaborations, and economic partnerships. The free flow of ideas and people, often cited as crucial for fostering understanding and cooperation between nations, is stifled when visa policies become barriers to engagement. The U.S., while asserting its right to control its borders and determine visa eligibility, must navigate the diplomatic complexities inherent in these decisions. Balancing national security interests with the imperative of maintaining strong international relations requires a nuanced approach, one that recognizes the potential for visa denials to have far-reaching consequences beyond the individual applicant. The U.S. visa system, a complex web of regulations and procedures, stands at a crossroads, facing mounting pressure to adapt to a rapidly changing world. As global dynamics shift, driven by geopolitical realignments, technological advancements, and evolving security threats, the question arises, how will U.S. visa policies evolve to meet the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century? One of the most pressing issues facing the U.S. visa system is the need to strike a balance between security concerns and the imperative of attracting global talent. The U.S., long considered a magnet for skilled workers and entrepreneurs, faces increasing competition from other nations vying for the best and brightest minds. Streamlining visa processes, particularly for highly skilled professionals, has become crucial for maintaining the nation's competitive edge in a globalized economy. The rise of technology, while presenting opportunities for improving visa processing and security measures, also poses new challenges. The increasing use of biometric data, facial recognition software, and artificial intelligence in immigration enforcement raises concerns about privacy violations and potential biases inherent in these technologies. Furthermore, the global landscape is being reshaped by climate change, leading to displacement and migration on an unprecedented scale. The U.S., as a global leader, faces pressure to develop humane and comprehensive policies to address the needs of climate refugees, a challenge that will require a reassessment of existing visa categories and humanitarian programs. The ongoing debate surrounding the U.S.-Mexico border highlights the complexities of managing migration flows in an era of heightened security concerns and political polarization. The U.S. must grapple with the need to secure its borders while upholding its humanitarian obligations and addressing the root causes of migration from Central America. The future of U.S. visa policies hinges on the nation's ability to navigate these complex and often competing priorities. As we've explored, the U.S. visa system, while designed to protect national interests, can have profound and often unintended consequences for individuals, industries, and international relations. The case of Sandeep Lamichhane, entangled in the web of visa regulations, serves as a stark reminder that these policies are not merely abstract rules, but mechanisms that shape lives and destinies. The stories of visa denials, from renowned musicians to world leaders, underscore the power dynamics inherent in this system and the need for greater transparency, fairness, and accountability in its implementation. As the U.S. navigates a rapidly changing world, reforming its visa policies to reflect the evolving realities of globalization, technological advancements, and humanitarian challenges is not just a matter of bureaucratic efficiency, but a moral imperative. What are your thoughts on the complexities of U.S. visa policies and their global implications? Share your perspectives in the comments below and subscribe for more deep dives into complex political issues. Stay tuned for more deep dives into complex political issues.